Hello and welcome to Empire of the Not This Game, Allies of Justice, Week 7. How's everybody doing?
Good. Pretty good.
Better.
Everyone's not dying, all that stuff. We are starting late, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it.
I was like, you could really use a new haircut.
Where we last left off, the group just escaped with their lives. A red-headed woman in tow, looking in the distance as a large reptilian beast stands over the wreckage of where the ship was, growling at them as they vanished into the distance, with all that still in their minds, and Elp on the horizon. This is where we pick up today. As the wind bounces off the sea and hits the party along their right-hand side, they take a moment to really settle in everything that's gone down. The horizon currently is filled with a crimson of the sun, getting a couple of hours from setting once they finally make their way back to the beaches of Elp.
Alright, we need to drop this girl off somewhere.
What time is it? Because I know we arrived there at the crabs.
Takes 3 hours to get there. Left at 8.
At nightfall, so
yeah.
Yeah, because we remember that old plan we had was coming there and then going back, and it would be dark. So we're probably getting close, like midday, past midday, probably.
Midnight.
It's around 3.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, past midday, not night, you know. Yeah, I guess we should look for Tide. Probably gonna be out at the shoreline dealing with some sea monster or something.
Would Tide even be up at this time? Doesn't he need to sleep?
I don't know what that man's up to. I kind of figured he was kind of a 24/7 type of guy, just taking naps on occasion.
We do ask Tide for a lot of things.
Oh, right. I'm so on you. We do ask her for a lot of things. Maybe we should just ask around, see if we find some sort of clinic. Maybe tell them to inform him.
I don't know, I'd say. She seems pretty dead to bear.
She's still alive. Yeah, let's listen to our healer. She's probably okay.
For now, we do need to get her to someone that knows more than me. I think Tide would be a good choice.
Right. So we're at like the coast of Elp, right? I can start asking around for where the clinic is.
Oh, just from your base knowledge, you know Tide isn't a clinic or a doctor. Tide was able to cure ruin doesn't make him the end-all medical attended person in this town.
Tide's like our handler. We just go to him when we have a problem and he fixes it.
Right. That's not what I was saying. I was saying instead of Tide, let's take her to a clinic and have someone at the clinic tell Tide that we got her. Just so we don't have to keep going to him.
Through all of our running around in the town, have we actually found anything that's like that?
Clinic? We have never looked for it.
No one's really looked for it,
enough.
But I would say, if anyone, you and Bear's the only one that's actually investigated the town more than
This
just...
is not true. I've been looking around at all the pretty shops.
Not yet. This is still before that breakdown. So, Kronk, from what you remember, there is a place that seems to service the idea of a, not a clinic, but a place people have gone to remedy, like, cursory wounds, looking like they were taking tonics for hair, like ailments and whatnot. So, there's a place that fits the role of clinic, but not anything that you expect from the Empire.
I suppose it's better than nothing.
Yeah, there's that place I see every now and then when I'm looking for more information around here. It's not much, but let's hope they know what to do.
Yeah. Should. Alright, I guess we can make our way there.
So, making your journey to the place of your memory, you guys stand out of a building on the dock, which is named the Green Shell. Inside, it's a 3-walled building. The main wall facing towards the pier seems to be open so people can come in and out. On the inside, it's lined with beds and what looks like a winged person tending to people on the inside.
Excuse me?
Quick question. Is it common knowledge that, the Seraphim are, like, people that exist and stuff? Or is that, like, secretive?
It is
They
common knowledge
exist.
Okay.
that they exist.
They exist, but it's rare to see one.
I was just asking because the way he described it was a lot like you see a winged person, but you're not quite sure what they are. That's all.
Well,
All
there
right.
are instances that bodies can be winged as well. Let's not be racist yet.
Hi. As he says out loud.
Turning around, you're met with a blonde-haired, blue-eyed female
White devil.
that has these 2 white wings tucked in behind her back firmly. Oh my, she doesn't look very well. Please, lay her here.
Is that
I can go over to where she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
I'll go
over
over
there,
where
just
she's
lay
pushing
down.
and-
Ugh.
Yeah.
She is heavier than she looks.
She would quickly move down and just kneel, bringing her arm back to tuck some of her hair behind her ear, while checking her vitals, and then just her eyes trail up to either one of you. What happened?
Connor wipes the
found her.
sweat from his brow and he says, "Well, there was a scary thing, and then we ran from the scary thing. But before that, we found the girl in a shipwreck. But before we found the shipwreck, we were going to search for crabs. And I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a panic right now."
We found her, as he said, in the shipwreck. She wasn't doing too well. I managed to heal her enough that I think she's stable, but we need her to be treated better than I can.
Connor looks over to Crystal and he says, "Are we even sure it was a shipwreck? Perhaps the beast did something to it."
I have
It
no
looks-
idea.
It looked pretty much a shipwreck. I think we saw debris coming from the shore. The sea on the shore.
As you guys are just concentrating in your conversation to get your facts straight, this translucent, bright orb, about the size of a small ball, floats past you all and starts to hover in this woman's hand as she raises it over the unconscious girl.
Would Connor know what she's doing at all? Like, would he have ever heard of something like this or seen it? Or
Has Connor
I'm
been in the
curious.
presence of any of the Seraphim or Dove?
As
Touch?
a
No.
knight?
I was thinking about bullshitting for a moment, but no, I hadn't thought of it before, so no.
This is all new to you.
I just assumed that she's, doing her thing. We are in the middle of a clinic, so I kind of assumed she was trying to try anything.
Yeah, no, I
She
just
would
wanted
do it
to
right
kind
here.
of like understand the basic principles behind what was happening.
Alright.
Connor's curious about stuff like that.
So you
Then
think
in
you can
that-
help her?
And that quest, then no, you don't know what she's doing.
So I asked that out loud. Do you think you can help her?
It seems like at worst, she suffered a concussion, but she should be fine.
Oh, good, because her bones were kind of all cracked up when we first found her, but our healer here did some fine work putting her back together.
I do see evidence of magical healing done on her.
Right.
Connor will turn to Crystal and he says, "Do a good job, Crystal. It was fine work out there. We did not say anything before, but thank you, as always."
Thanks. You're welcome.
How much do we owe you for their services?
Yes, how much do they owe you? And he takes a step back.
1,000 gold.
She smiles and shakes her head in response. There's no cost. Really, the only cost that I ask is that everyone keeps my actions here private to themselves.
Connor's eyes narrow for a bit, and he gives her like a tilted look of his head, like, "Is this lady crazy?" Then he looks at the rest of you guys and tries to see your reaction to this.
Okay, so do we know enough about Seraphim that they are in line with Dove, and I would know that empires aren't very good with Dove at the moment? Am I able to, guess that's where she's going with it?
Are you familiar with the Nine Talons?
I keep referencing Owl, so...
Yeah.
Then
And
you'd
I
be
would
familiar
kind of
with the Nine Talons, so yes, you would know about the Seraphim being children of Dove and how the current king kind of outlawed the worship of Dove, so...
Right. Okay. Yeah. We'll keep it quiet. We don't want anything to interfere with your work here. Seems to be doing good work.
And you have my thanks. I'll make
Right.
sure to tend to her as best as I can.
Good question. As Adze tries to lean in on top of Bear. So, being a person of the medical field, have you come across any type of prosthetics in here? Replacement legs? It's kind of wobble my little
Showcase your stump. Do it like you're a hand model. Aha! This is the stump here. As you can see, it's missing from this area.
She would
Oh my.
keep her mouth slightly open, following your leg, and then her eyes would trace back up to you. Oh, that was recent.
Yeah, fairly.
I apologize. I wasn't... Sorry, I'm still getting accustomed to interactions. For stumps, she thinks about it. I believe I have a crutch that I can give you, but a stump, no. Though it shouldn't be impossible for me to get the resources to make one.
Connor's eyes widen at this. He looks over to Ate and he kind of whispers to him, "Outsource it."
So you can give me a temporary crutch while you try and make a bit of a prosthetic that should help replace that stump. That's not replace the stump, but help me out Will I be able to walk without having to lean on anything?
We already got another lass already working on that.
Well, we don't. We haven't asked her yet.
It's good
No,
to
but
have
that's
as
what
many
she's
options
doing
as
right now.
possible.
I thought.
And she's pretty busy. I mean, we have a person in the medical field offering.
No, like this is out of character. Like I thought that's what she was doing, and
Nope. We
like
ain't
this
even
day
talked
in
to
the
her
morning,
yet.
she's gonna come back and.
No. We haven't talked to her yet. We just said that we want to talk to her, and that's it. We haven't told her exactly what we wanted. This time skip hasn't happened yet. If you're
I know,
talking
but I
about
was
time skip.
I was told by the GM that we didn't do it in character. We basically went up to her and said, "We need this." She went out, and then she'll be back.
No, she
No,
said
left
she
a
went out
message.
because she was busy. She said
Yeah.
she would
Okay.
handle it later.
Exactly.
Okay. Then I
But not
missed it.
Good to
specific.
have
Yeah.
as-
But that
it's
she
good
would
to have
talk
as
to us,
many
not
options
handle it.
as possible. So I
Yeah.
think that it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. She did not say yes. I will help fix it. Like she's like, yeah, I'll talk to you about that stuff later. So this being a nice, not simple but more direct solution. Thank you, Miss. I didn't catch your name.
She stands up, refixing her dress. That's... Yes. My name's Graviel.
Could you
Graviel.
spell that, please?
It's fine. My name's Adze and go. Gabriel, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel,
I'm-
I see.
My name is Crystal Talman.
Why did I feel like you were going to try to like out fancy name her for a second?
Oh, no. You could call me Gravy if that's easier.
Great.
Aw.
I don't mean to laugh.
I'm
That's
sorry.
just- I'm used to having a nickname back at home, but that's nice. Gravy.
It's so cute.
Connor openly laughs and he says, "Like the things you put over your potatoes."
That's
Oh, Connor.
Her eyes furrow as she's unsure
him.
if she's made a slight or a fool of herself as she kind of clasps her hand in front of herself. It's like, oh, well. Very well.
Don't worry, we have the utmost respect for you and the work that you do. Just, we're kind of childish. Don't worry about it. It's not you. It's us.
He looks
You'll
over
have
at
to
her,
forgive them.
and like he kind of like visibly like tries to like wipe the look off, and he says, "Yes, they are very childish."
So, can I borrow the crutch while you look into everything? Like, there's no need to, make a big deal out of it. You don't need to get it into me within the day or anything like that. Yeah, I just don't want to be too much of a burden.
Connor
on
looks
everyone.
over at Azza and he says, "Thinks highly of himself, doesn't he?"
It shouldn't be a problem. Just wait one moment. She says as she turns, a iridescent glow coming from her person. And with that, her wings begin to unravel, a hand being outstretched. And with that, a construct of light that looks like a slightly larger human being is created, kneeling. As its blue head leans up, you see that it has blue eyes and no real features identifying it as a person or anything, so it looks kind of like a mannequin as it stands. And please watch over these people. I'll be back soon. As it gives a nod and replaces her to tending the people that's in the green shell.
Could all your kind do that?
I thought she just left.
Oh, no, she didn't leave. The creature she made is tending the sick. Though, as you ask that, she turns around, her cheeks brushed with the fresh hue of red. Oh, some canned. This is where I put most of my practice in.
Right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pry. Just not used to seeing things like people like you.
People who are actually good in their magic.
I feel that was a personal attack.
You
To
don't hear a
you.
lot of them.
That'd just be to you.
I know.
Whoever could he mean?
As he looks over at Kronk, looks over at Crystal. It's not gonna get in the middle of that. Anyway, should we wait? So we should wait here for the crutch, and I guess I could ask you about the prosthetic once you come back.
You can accompany me. I have to go to another place where I keep most of my medical items. I don't put everything here, so that's why I had to create the Titan.
Okay, Titan. That's it. I mean, I looked down at Bear, so I don't want if you don't want to travel with.
Oh no, I'm coming, Adze.
Oh, okay. That's great. So I guess I'll stay on you for a little bit. So I guess we can.
Do you want to race?
No. Please don't. Let's just follow the nice feathered lady. There.
As you say that, another fresh coat of red kind of goes over her cheeks.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
job.
sorry. I should probably call you by your name. Let's follow Gravriel. Gravy.
Yeah.
Connor chuckles. Gravy.
Shut up, Connor.
It's just.
He looks over at you. He's like, I know you thought it too.
Oh.
Could you show a little bit more respect, though?
I didn't say it was bad. It's just funny.
As he just looks over to Gravy. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Let's just go on. Let's just find the crutch.
Not saying anything in response and biting her lip from anything she would say. Graviel leads you to a small hut on the outskirts of Alp. On the inside, medical equipment that lines the inside walls that are neatly arranged, though that's not what draws your attention the most when you look through here. In the center of the room, you see a monument that's adorned with shimmering plated female armor that seems to be hemmed to fit this individual's frame almost to a T, with a large ornate spear stabbed down into the ground in front of it.
Does that get much use?
Not anymore.
So you've had to use it before.
In another life.
Well,
Hmm.
now that we're here, she hopes we won't have to use it again.
What kind of life would you lead to make such a statement? She turns in curiosity.
Not just my life. The lives of the others I hope to lead on this place. One that could bring more of a peace to all the trouble that happened.
Hearing what you said, it sits with her, and after a small pause, She nods in agreement. Though leaves it at that, while she continues to look through her supplies before coming back with a crutch that looks like the kind to have the U-shaped at the top to be a perfect rest underneath your arm.
Cool. Hey, so, pointing to my stump. So you don't think that me, jumping out of bed and trying to walk with this thing, like a day after it's been there, you don't think there's any like risk of infection or anything like that?
Well, there's no risk at all. The skin's closed up. Whoever did the healing on it did a good work. I didn't even realize it was a new wound.
I just give a thumbs up to Crystal. Alright, cool. Alright. I'll get off Bear and try to handle that crutch as best I can.
Make a balance check.
Okay.
Connor will stand nearby. Like, with his arms out, like, not touching you, but, like, near, like, your shoulder or your back to, like, steady you.
I think you
start
made
to fall.
I don't know. Let's see. Might be like minus 15.
As you're balancing on it, it seems to be difficult, though you can manage.
I don't think that'll be necessary, Connor. I think this will work for a little bit. Just to get me around.
Connor shrugs and he gives you like a wan smile and he says, "Good for you."
Yeah. Thanks, Gravy. That was.
Chuckles a little bit when you say it, but he like quickly steals himself.
Considering
up.
that I can balance now and you're right next to me, I'm gonna kind of just hit you in the arm as I hear you smirk. Thank you,
He
Gravy.
does laugh a little bit, but he gets the picture and he tries to stiffen up when it comes out, but you can tell it's forced.
This is gonna help a lot.
We appreciate it.
I'm glad that I can help.
And don't worry, we won't be saying anything to anyone about this.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
At any point you need help, you let us know.
Yeah. Adds a Kronk & Co. It's a working title.
I kind of like the title.
I don't really like my name being up front. It's kind of weird. Feels
Well,
like
then
you
we'll
could
just take out your name. Just put Kronk's Company.
It could work. Maybe K.A. Ka. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're kind of off track here. Yeah, just call for Kronk, adds a, and, the rest. I'm sorry, everyone.
He looks over at the lady and
Yeah.
he says, raises his hand, "The rest."
Maybe
Yeah.
Kronk incorporate an Adze?
Yeah, let's go with that. At least for you.
Kronk adds a corporation.
Something. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
no, I guess that wouldn't be very proper. She frowns and
You could
Furs are
call
bro.
us the AK Corp.
Shut up, Connor.
Gunner just
Kronk incorporate an Adze. I don't suppose you guys would want to go around being called KIA.
Why
Yeah,
was that?
that's. Oh, yeah, that would. Huh. That would not give the right impression to anyone, would it?
I don't get it.
Killed in action, Kronk. It's. We'll talk about it later. Thank
Only
you.
had one of
though.
those.
I would have one of those.
She nods and locks up her hut on the outside of Elp. Well, if you need me, you know where to find me. I'll tend to her as best as I can, and Do you want me to notify you if consciousness comes back to her?
That'd be nice,
Where
thank you.
just... okay.
Connor just shrugs at Adze and he says, "Why are you so interested in the girl? Do you want to question her about what happened to her?"
Yes, actually. Kind of
He says,
interested about
"Okay."
that shipwreck.
I was
Oh,
just
wait.
hoping it wasn't because you fancied her, because she was kind of unconscious when you met.
Anyway, Miss Gravy, has a Carnage woman been by your clinic? She seemed to be the type to get hurt, so...
No.
Miss Stoneheart? Or sorry, yeah, Stoneheart.
No.
Oh. I'm gonna do a actually, no.
Why are you interested in Miss Stoneheart?
Just wanted to talk to her about something.
Alright. Sure.
But, if you haven't seen her, that's okay.
Well, if that's all, I'll make sure to notify you if she wakes up.
So you can.
Yeah.
We're not in town, or if we're in town, you can always find one of us near the hut at Babadook's.
Yeah, we should probably check up on her.
We will when it's proper.
I think after this it's gonna be pretty proper.
She would raise her mouth to say something, but close it and then just kind of nods. It's like, well then.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Is everything alright? You keep wanting to speak, then not.
I'm not very used to customs, so I'm not too sure if I'll say something I shouldn't.
It's fine. We say shit to each other all the time. Just shoot. It's fine. We have tough skin.
She looks and just shakes her head. It's something that I think is not my place to say. But I'll make sure to let you know if anything changes. I'll be on my way then.
Alright. If you say so.
Now I'm curious.
As she would bow, and in the process of bowing, her wings unflap and beat against the sand, creating a small gust at your feet as she lifts off the ground and takes off in the direction to the green shell.
That's really cool, by the way.
Yeah, Connor looks on enviously. He says, "I would like to fly one day."
I'm sure you can figure out a spell or something. I don't know much about you magic types.
Connor gets a gleam in his eyes when you say this, and he says, "Perhaps."
So,
My experience, a lot of them aren't very good.
And but without anything else, he'll kind of like turn to you and he said, "Are you ready to test this out? Are you sure you'd not like to ride on bear some more?"
I'm gonna take a couple steps with it. Is it okay?
Seems fine enough.
I can walk with this. This is
Yeah,
fine.
I'd say, are you even sure you need it? I mean, you got perfectly good 2 legs already.
Yeah, now he can race you, Bear. Quick, why don't you run home, and then Adze will see if he can beat you.
Oh, okay. You ready, Adze?
Just
go.
go on, bear. Run. I'll catch up.
He's giving you a head start, Bear. You should take it. He's pretty quick.
Bear just bends on all fours, bites Gub at the hem of his collar, and then just trails off, dragging Gub out of
forgot
his
about
mouth.
Gub.
I didn't, but yeah.
A couple things as he trails off. We really need to talk to Gub. I'm not entirely sure Bear's the right handler for him, and 2, how long are we going to humor him in this facade that I do have 2 legs still?
So would you rather him insult you about it?
I don't think he would insult him about it. We could just tell him to not mention it.
Yeah, I tried doing that, and now he's mentioning that Adzai always has 2 legs. You know,
It's
Try to tell him just not to mention his legs at all.
I did. He's not the brightest one, but he's our bear. So
He's our mascot, unfortunately.
Well, with my
some of us will
current
have to bear with it.
with my current status, I'd be able to walk. Do we want to circle back to that place? But I
That
think
place.
the place
The
with
shipwreck site.
shipwreck,
The
but
wreck
that
site.
dinosaur's still there. I'm kind of concerned about whether
Dino
he's
what?
not-
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
not the dinosaur. The giant thing with teeth. Teeth monster. I don't know if teeth monster's still there, but
Well,
Teethy.
the
Let's call him Teethy. That's what doesn't know. Teethy.
Kind of want to say, it is afternoon now. By the time we arrive, it will most likely be turning dark.
Yeah, so I'm
Perhaps
pretty
that-
sure if he was nocturnal, he wouldn't be as active as he was. But then what if he just starts sleeping there? Then we would just waste an entire day.
Kind of says, how else would you like to fill your days if not trying things?
Fair enough, but
Well, for now, let's take this as an insight that we should probably slow down a little bit on craziness.
probably.
One, Adzai,
Huh?
one of the leaders of this company. I really think you need to work on that leg problem before you get any field work done.
Right. Well, Gravy's working on that for now. Carnet's woman might be back, so we could talk to her about some things, maybe not even just about my legs, but other things. She's on that bounty with the
Bounty.
yeah, she talked about some guy.
I wasn't here for that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, we didn't talk to you about that, did
No,
Did
we?
she
you
say it was a
didn't.
bounty, or did she say that she was looking for him? I don't remember if she said it was a bounty.
I could have sworn she mentioned bounty, didn't she?
I thought she was
yeah.
just... Okay.
Yeah, she mentioned bounty. It was the gang. Or
Yeah, I knew
some-
it was like a criminal gang, and
Yeah,
the
some
leader...
criminal gang. Apparently, one of
They
them
call
is wears a prosthetic, or at the very least, is missing a limb.
his amputee.
All right, so let's roll
I thought
a
it was like
knowledge
personal
bounty on that
vendetta
then.
kind of situation, but
Yeah, but I'm a little concerned about, stepping on her toes, considering we want to earn her favor. I feel like stealing a bounty from her might be problematic.
What you learned being here in Elp, the Gank Brothers are a notorious group of cutthroats that gained a pretty bad ire here in Elp. Granted, there's no, proper kill orders for them, though there's been more than enough for capturing them to bring them to justice.
So there's that.
well, at any rate, I think wherever we go, our direction is back towards the town. He says,
Yeah, the main heart of town, most definitely. I can walk more or less. Well, not walk. But I could travel without someone else now. So I mean,
Connor's still gonna stay nearby you on your weak side, just in case you do fall. But he's not gonna hold his hands out for you or anything. He'll just be
right.
there.
Right. Well, I wanted to circle back to Miss Babadook, but Connor, if you wanted to go, I know you were interested in the shops. If you want to go look at those.
Yeah, he says, well, when I was looking for the shops, I was pretty hungry. But I've since eaten, and I should be fine.
All right. All right.
This is still before the time skip, right?
Yes.
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 Okay.
I think I'll just.
Can someone spell notorious?
Notorious?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I spelled this so wrong. Auto check isn't doing it for me. Thank you.
I would like to just circle back and ask Miss Babadook if she's okay, exactly what happened, because I'm a little concerned on exactly what we failed in.
I was pretty sure
Getting
we
there
could
and saving her
find
life.
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did her life need saving? Were we under that impression? We had no idea what happened to her, right?
Yes, we were under that impression. However, before you joined,
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, it's
I'm,
not
asking
exactly
had to
on
make-
you.
I'm asking out of character at this point. Like,
Yeah. We did
even
not know
then-
what was up with what was up with that. She was just
we just knew she
missing
was gone, right? Like, were we under
She
the
was-
impression she was
we knew
kidnapped or
she
something?
was
We saw like
missing.
the place was a little bit disturbed, right? But that could have been anything.
Not
But we
really.
knew she was
It was just
missing,
gone. Yeah.
and she hadn't been home when she normally is.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So we had an idea of where she was, but some things happened with a previous character,
Mhm.
and here we are.
And that would not be on Connor because Connor just came back.
No,
I'm sorry, just came in with us. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to go talk to her. So
is that dead or alive? I heard taken down. That could be
Taken in. I never said down.
I'm sorry, I misheard.
all right, well, I would like to make way to her and talk to her. If anyone would like to join me, they're free to do so. As I stop hobbling back to town in the direction.
I'll go with you. I'm curious to see if she's alright.
Cool.
Connor will turn towards Kronk and he says, "It seems that we are tying up loose ends." And he kind of gestures towards where you two are starting to walk a little bit, and he says, "Would you like to go with him?"
Much as I want to, I don't think I can face her right now.
Oh, is there bad blood between you two? He says.
We failed her. How would you deal with your own shame?
He kind of gets like a distasteful look on his face for saying, and again, he says, "I understand the feeling, but you can never let these things lie and grow and fester between people. You must always confront them." He says, "Perhaps it
And
would be better."
I'll talk to her on my own.
He says, "Okay," and when he kind of hears you like cut him off a little bit, and he'll be like, "Okay, very well. Well, I shall join them at the least." He says, "After all, it's him who hired me." He'll go towards Adze.
Just make sure we're walking in the general direction of where Bear went, right? We're not leaving Bear hanging. Like he went back to the cabin, which
he
is on
went-
the way to Miss
Oh,
Babadook.
No, it's beyond Miss Babadook's.
Beyond Miss Babadook. So Miss Babadook is on the way to the cabin.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure that we weren't leaving him hanging.
Well, you are leaving him hanging.
Well, yeah,
you
but he would just
catch
think that
up.
we're just I'm just extremely slow. That's what I'm gonna say anyway. Anyway, heading to Miss Babadook's.
What
gonna
was
tell him-
Kronk and Condor doing?
Connor's going with Adze now. Adze. and Questa.
I'm gonna head back to hopefully where Bear is.
Yeah,
Someone has to watch over him.
We're splitting.
someone does need to watch over him.
Not only that, he has a crux that we haven't fully developed a trust bond between.
Exactly.
Trust.
So as you 2, 3 head towards Miss Mama Babadook's, the familiar sound of her chair squeaking, aided with the scent of her burning her pipe, echoes, well, not echoes, but goes off into the air while you make your approach.
Okay, so I lean over to Crystal. So exactly how should we apologize? Should we say? Should we start off with saying, "Hey, Miss Babadook, you look good. Really sorry about the whole thing. Should we build up the fact that we actually did try, or should we be very humble about it? Like, I don't know exactly how we should do this.
Connor looks over at you and he says, "You lost a leg looking for this woman. Be honest with her."
I hate to say it, I agree with him.
He looks at you with a scowl and he says, "You don't have to put it like that, Crystal."
We can just ask her how she is, if she's okay. And
What's the name of her snake?
just be honest with her.
Connor looks at her. She
I'm
has a
gonna
snake.
guess. Oh yeah, you never saw that, did you?
What kind of
Yeah,
snake are we speaking of?
big one. It kind of can coil around an entire room.
I am curious, but also tepid.
Yeah. All right. So we see her, right? We don't just hear it.
As you check and look in the distance, yeah, you do see her on her patio, rocking back and forth, the fireweed in hand, looking to just be enjoying the beach breeze. The coiled loops of what looks like a part of the wooden part of her hut going up the side of one of the poles, which you, looking at it now, have an idea of mixing it together with being her snake instead of just being wood.
Yeah. Also, I lean over to Connor. Also, just a heads up, she's blind. So,
Okay.
yeah, just keep that in mind in case you put your hand out to shake her hand or anything like that. And it's not gonna be completely, it's not gonna be completely obvious to her that I'm missing a leg. So if she ever, goes off on me, don't exactly. Yeah, she doesn't see my stat. Anyway, Miss Babadook.
Hello, child.
Hi. How are you doing?
I could be much worse, I suppose. Come closer.
I inch closer.
While the three of you move to be in more proper range, so you don't have to yell at her in tow.
Yeah. Okay.
With a very impassive smile, she just grins out into the distance. So what can I do for you, my child?
Nothing. Just wanted to check in, make sure you're okay. We were really worried about you.
Oh, you don't need to worry about me. These bones might be old, but they sufficed me all my life.
Right. Yeah, we went out looking for you and couldn't find you. Unfortunately, we had to retreat back.
Oh, don't do something like that. It's dangerous out in these woods.
Well, thankfully your snake found you. At least that's what I hear.
Oh, King. Yes, he's a good partner.
Ah, King. That's a nice name. Yeah, we got well acquainted. He gave me a hug while he used me to get down to a hole.
As you begin to pay attention, Connor, you see the wood work that you thought was carved into this banister begin to move. And not just that, you watch as it moves and carves all the way up to the roof. goes along the side of the roof, going behind the hut, going around the other side and coming up on the other end with this larger than human head sized boa constrictor like face slowly arcing down from the other side of the front of the hut.
Okay. Connor kind of gives like a ooh. You're right, I'd say. In the words of my wife, it is a big snake.
Okay.
Where would anyway? In what situation? Anyway, all right.
There are cobras everywhere. I'll tell you about it sometime.
Yeah. So just King actually. I mean, he was able to point us in something of a right direction to where you were.
Well, I'm just glad that you didn't get hurt in the process. It's not safe out in these woods.
Connor kind of launches
Yeah,
a little
I'm
bit.
glad too. As I look over to Connor and Crystal.
He didn't say anything. He looks at you with like panicked eyes.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Okay, it's good. Everything worked out. Okay. Again, really sorry that we didn't, get to you in time, but at least, King got to you.
It wasn't your job to do it. The attempt alone, it still warms me heart.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll be in the cabin if you need us. Just tell someone to come get us if you need any other stuff. Is the crop thing finished? I mean, is it solved? Do you know?
To be honest, I just woke up from the endeavor. I haven't been able to check.
Okay. Well, if that still persists, we're still up for that if you need it.
She nods. With it, you
Alright.
can see there was a small hint of like a pained expression on her face that quickly washes away.
Okay, well, just call if you need us. And Adzay's going to walk over to any part of King and just pet him and say, "Good boy."
The face. Do
Good
it on
job,
the face.
Good
Do it
job
on the
getting
face.
her back.
Touch his snout. Do it.
So yeah, you just pet a part of him, and when you turn around to walk away, his face is just like in yours.
I just nod and put my hand up to just see if I can pat the head. Yeah, them washing machines, man.
Short to do.
Will do.
Actually, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break and be back here in about 10 to 15 minutes. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in that
Okay.
time.
Woo!
Peace.
Alright.
I really like Madame Babadook already. She seems like
Yeah.
such a
Yeah.
sweet old lady.
Yeah, she's nice.